Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, guys. This is just a quick analysis on the SPY, okay? For those of you that keep following my work on a daily basis, I put here, guys, a couple of videos, this one here, actually four videos, which I said that sideways to CPI, what else, guys? Something like that, because what I was trying to say is until we get the data that we're going to get, which it is one of them, of course, very, very obvious inflation data on I think a couple of days before the next Fed rate hike. And if this thing here, guys, start to go down as it is right now from 8.3, 8.2, 7.7, maybe 7.5, 7.4, something like that, of course, that will induce or maybe tell the Fed, you know what, now it's time for us to take it easy a little bit. And that's why the markets are now pricing roughly 50 basis points and not 75. However, this thing here a week ago was pretty much 19%. And because of the past few days, as you guys can see here, we drop a little bit. This thing now is start to, let's say, creeping up a little bit. I won't be surprised if this thing turn up to be a 50-50. But of course, the biggest elephant in the room today, it is, guys, which is going to happen basically 1 hour, 20 minutes. This thing here, which it is the Fed minutes with Chairman Jay Powell. And of course, like I said to you guys many times, the Jay Powell and all the Fed doesn't want, guys, this thing here to happen. Okay, the Fed wish we were today and the market would be all the way down here. But don't forget, those clever guys, they know exactly what's going on, and what's going to happen is they are going to front run the Fed, because the thing is, the market, guys, it is a forward-looking mechanism. The moment the Fed say we pivot, guess what, we're going to be all the way up here red, and those people are going to buy. When the Fed pivots, guess what, we're going to drop all the way down here and they're going to hold a massive empty bag. But that's the way it works, and that's why I said to you guys many times, time to buy was all the way down here. Now, guys, we are in this massive no man's land. Look at this massive trading range, and maybe like I think it was JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, something like that, said that we're gonna pretty much stay at this range in 2023. So maybe we're gonna have a massive trading range for the next 12 months. It is possible, okay? And that's why I really suggest, I don't advise that all of you guys learn how to trade options like we do. That's the best way to make money regardless of the price direction. If you guys learn how to trade options, follow my trades, when I enter, when I close, everything, guys, happen in lifetime. This is not Excel spreadsheet. This is not, okay, I wish I was. This is my entry that I think, no, this is my real trades. Feel free to join me anytime you like in our Discord group, okay? One level here that we need to pay attention, the SPY, it is this level here of roughly 392. If we do lose this level here, guys, as you guys can see here, we hold here as a support and resistance many times. If we do lose this level here, especially, I mean, it's quite obvious. Come on, guys. Anyone can figure out. Today, when we had the meeting with the Jay Powell, he's going to be very, very hawkish. Oh, we're not even thinking to pivot. Oh, we are quite a long way to go, blah, blah, blah. All the BS that we heard so many times since the symposium, the Jackson Hole. But guess what? The markets are already picking up on this crap. They know exactly what he's trying to do. He wanted the markets to stay all the way down here, so the inflation can come down, because that's the only way they're going to deal with inflation. And when inflation is down to 2-3%, and then they're going to start to cut rates. That's the way it works. Very, very obvious, okay? But of course, if those nonsense people start to sell, and whatever's going to happen, guys, the next level, if you do lose this level here of 390, of course, the next support, it is all the way down here to roughly 370. Okay, very, very possible. And of course, the upside, if we look here to the left on the structure of this chart, we got this beautiful trend line. If we break this trend line here, guys, the next level that I see the SPY trading up to the impulse leg, to the way up, it is roughly 418 all the way up to 435. Okay, today the VIX is still not bad. We have a little bit jump since last Friday. Now we trade at roughly 22, but again, it's still very wishy-washy. We haven't gone pretty much anywhere at the VIX, okay? Many people still think, oh, we need a massive spike for the markets to find bottom. No, we don't, because the VIX is pretty much the derivative of the stock price, guys. If the stock price starts to go up, guess what? The VIX is going to be trading all the way down here. It is possible, okay? It's not that the VIX spikes and the stock market drop. No, the stock market drop and the VIX will spike. It's the other way around, okay? So why now? I don't see why not, depending on what AJ Powell is speaking today, and maybe, guys, on 14th of December, when we get the release of the next Fed rate hike, which pretty much pricing now at roughly 0.5 basis point, and not just the rates. The rates doesn't mean much sometimes. It's more about the press conference, how it sounds, how it's going to sound like, hawkish, dovish, something like that, which I think is very obvious. It's going to be very, very hawkish because it doesn't want the markets to front run the Fed. You want the market all the way down here so the inflation can come down, then it can pump the stock markets, cutting rates. That's the way it is. Very, very obvious. Very, very obvious. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen today with Jay Powell talking. Okay, I'll get some data today with ADP non-farm employment change with a 127, a little bit down to the expect 196, which it is bad news, but guess what? Bad news these days, it is good news. Okay, one thing here, which was the job openings, that's not good news. You know, this thing here to be lower than this thing here, but let's see what's gonna happen. But the next one you're gonna see, which is very crucial, it is on Friday, the NFP, guys, the non-farm employment change. But I think the main ones, it is on 14th of December, the next rate hike, and like I said, the press conference. Okay, one stock here that I want to point it out to you guys that I'm looking at to sell my options, it is, guys, still Facebook, Meta, and the level here that I'm thinking it is this level here between $90, which it is a nice support, and 75. Okay, if you look back here, as you guys can see, we have beautiful, beautiful support at this level. So the strike price here at $90, that won't be bad, or maybe all the way down to 75. But from where we're trading right now to $90, we got a 20% pullback, and to 75, 35% pullback. If we go back here to my trading platform, if we open, for example, our option chain here with a 51 DTE on 20th of January, if I get my pointer here, for example, if we were to sell here, guys, like I said, the $90, something like that, which would give us pretty much roughly one STD, one standard deviation, we can collect roughly what, 129, something like that. The $70, I don't think it's a great deal because I don't want to collect 20 cents for our option that I sell. That's just collecting peanuts, guys. This is what people say, collecting pennies in front of a steamroller. Never, ever, ever. A 128 give us a delta of roughly 11, and that's not bad. And one STD from the price. That's okay. That's not too bad, okay? If I clean here, and if I open this one here, let's say the $90 strike price give us roughly $1.29 per contract with, okay, a buying power of $900, and one thing here to pay attention, the delta of 11, like I said to you guys, and a pop of 80%. That's not too bad. And of course, I'm using here portfolio margin, okay? That's why it's only taking me $900 in buying power. This is one of the options that I'll probably do. But sometimes I don't even mind, guys, to be honest. If I clean here and if I go back here, for example, I don't even mind to go a little bit more aggressive and probably place my strike price around $100. Okay, and if I do $100, I'll be collecting roughly, if I clean this thing here, I'll be collecting roughly $3.05. You need some finance? Why? I don't really mind, guys, because I want to hold Facebook for the long term anyway. If I get a sign here on $100, guess what? With the $3.05, my base cost is going to be roughly what? $97. That's okay. That's okay, because from here, I can still have plenty of dry powder to keep manage my trades. Not a problem. And I can hold Facebook for 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 1 million years, guys. That's not a problem. And the total cost here, even if Facebook go to 0, it's not even 1% of my account. So all done by proper risk and trade management. And of course, I'm talking about here in terms of one contract. Don't forget, you're gonna get paid here $305 here because you're selling one option here. This will be one of the levels that will be considered to take. Maybe the $100 or maybe the $90, depend on your on your size of your account and how risk averse are you. Okay, this is the strike price that I'm looking to sell my option. The only reason I'm not selling that today is because Facebook, it is going up. I wanted the price to go down, so this premium here can pump it up and I can collect more money. I never sell option, guys, when the price goes up. Never, ever, ever. I'm just pointed out to you guys some levels here that I am thinking in terms of sell options, and Facebook, it is one of them, okay? And by the way, like I said to you guys, if you want to join our Discord group, feel free, guys. You can follow our trades, when we close, when we enter, when we manage, all those good stuff, okay? Amazing, 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 amazing. The only thing you need to do, it is by clicking on the first link on the description below. All right, that's just to finish it off, guys. Termo da SPY, I think maybe, I'm guessing here that the market's already pricing a very hawkish J Powell. Let's see what's gonna happen, because they know exactly what he's trying to do. And I heard this even in mainstream media. Everyone is pretty much figure out the game of the Fed. Drop the markets as much as they can. And he mentioned the last meeting that we had, I think it was in October. We have the tools. And the tools that he means is cutting rates. As long as this thing here keep dropping, because guess what, if the inflation doesn't drop, guys, nobody can win. And J Powell is pretty much spot on, 100%. We need to drop the inflation down, otherwise forget about that. All of us gonna be screwed up. So that's why the markets maybe gonna start to price in a very hawkish J Powell, because they know exactly what he's going to do, okay? But this level here must hold. Otherwise, we're going to revisit this level here, which is roughly 370. But my bullish scenario here, it is to trade all the way up here, eventually break this trend line, maybe retest, and see you later, alligator. But let's see what's going to happen, especially with the data on December from November, with CPI and the next rate hike. Guys, thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Look after yourself and happy investing.